I'm Josh. This is Colin. And this is Perseverance, our floating off-grid home. Come explore with us as we sail to new places, we learn how to protect our environment, and see how we coexist with nature. We'll also make lots of friends along the way.
Good morning. Today we are going to get water because we are running pretty low. I think we've done 14 days without having to fill the water, so that's pretty good. I've been gone for most of that, but Josh has been here. So we're going to go get water, and we're going to try out this new checklist I made. So on the iPad, like a electronic checklist, and try and just streamline and make our boat departures and arrivals a little less chaotic. Well, we're on our way to the fuel dock to get water. Discovered a couple things that will need to be added to the checklist, but this is the dry run, so glad we're catching it now. The anchor's up, Josh is driving, and I think we got about 3.5 miles to the fuel dock. We're going to try a different fuel dock this time, so let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Nice day though. Yeah. It's supposed to be hotter today than yesterday, but it doesn't feel hotter.
I know. It's nice on the water. On shore, it's hot.
So, see if the marina's stagnant.
We're going to top off on the water. We're going to take our sail down later. And I think we're going to try to go up to Baltimore tomorrow morning. And what else are we trying to do?
That's the plan anyway. Plans on a sailboat. So, for now, we're just getting water.
The Annapolis City Marina is great and lets you top off water for free as long as there are no boats waiting to get fuel. There are other marinas where you can get free water with fuel purchase if the dock isn't available at Annapolis City.
Alright, so the water run was a success. We're on our way back to Weems Creek, and then we're gonna dinghy to shore, hop on the bikes, and run some errands. Trying to see if it's possible or if it makes sense to get everything ready and sail to Baltimore tomorrow. The fuel dock we stopped at was super cool. Little green building right before the bridge, across from downtown Annapolis. The water was actually free, and the rule is you just have to wait for people who are getting fuel, because obviously they get priority. But it was a great stop. We were on the dock probably 15-20 minutes. Went from probably only 10 gallons on board to fully topped off the freshwater tanks, so we should be good for a while, maybe even until we get to New York. Got the Naval Academy behind me. We're only doing like 4.5 knots. I think there's a little bit of current around us. We definitely need to move an anchor washdown install up our list because the mud that we bring on board just from the chain is impressive. It'd be nice just to be able to spray that off before it comes over the roller. Thoughts? Words? Sure, I'll see this later and be like, what the hell are you talking about? Josh is over there.
Laughing at your commentary.
What kind of commentary do you have?
Nothing. I'm excited to go to New York. It's going to be amazing. Tomorrow or next week, we're going to head up to Baltimore. And from there, we would like to do, 2 or 3 days up to New York. Be up there for a few weeks.
So before we can use our mainsail again, we have to fix the tear that it developed on its way up here. So now we're going to pull the sail out, drop it, pack it up, and then we're going to take it to a sail loft here in Annapolis where we can get some advice on how best to fix it.
I'm going to make an attempt. So we'll get the fabric from them and try to fix it. today I'm going to try to sew a seam in our sail that tore. I guess didn't tear. The seam came undone during the big wind that we sailed up in from Charleston. So I'm gonna try and sew this seam. Should be pretty easy, not take too long. Maybe I'll patch up a couple little spots or reinforce some spots with more stitching if I notice any other spots that are loose or not up to snuff. Alright, so here is the section in question that I'll need to restitch. I'm just going to restitch over the same spot it's already stitched. It's just on a seam. Should be easy. Never done this before, so we'll give it a go.
After a successful repair, we hoisted the sail and saw these birds riding our wind instrument. We got the sail back up just before a storm rolled in. Later that day, we decided to move just outside downtown Annapolis to prepare for our departure the next morning.
Good morning. We are leaving Annapolis this morning. You can see downtown Annapolis in the background. We came to anchor over here last night from Weems Creek, and we are bound hopefully for New York with a few pit stops along the way.
We're gonna make 3 or 4 days out of it, and we're gonna have to watch for Hurricane Henri. Hopefully the weather will be good for us. It's saying it's gonna be pretty calm, so not a lot of sailing, but maybe it'll be flat and get some work done. All right, let's go.
Cool.
This first leg to New York would be a short 50-mile sail from Annapolis to Chesapeake City on the C&D Canal.
So we just motor sailed out the northern end of the Chesapeake Bay and are now in the Elk River. And there is this super cute lighthouse on the cliff. We have got about 2 hours, 10.8 miles to our anchorage tonight, which is Chesapeake City. And it is in the canal that connects the Elk River to the Delaware River, I think
so.
So we went from Annapolis through the Chesapeake to the Elk River, through this canal to the Delaware River. Yeah, I think that's right. And then we're going to continue down the Delaware River to Cape May. That's the plan anyway.
And the Delaware River has a crazy current, like 2.5 knots, so we really got to time that well. And there is a little free dock in, what is this little town we're going
Chesapeake City.
to? Chesapeake City. So there's a little free dock.
Free to dock, but I guess you pay at City Hall for water and power, so we'll see what that's about, because we could use a freshwater top-off.
Yeah.
I kind of want to wash the boat. And not kind of, I really want to wash the boat.
So we should be there in like less than 2 hours.
Alright, I think we've officially entered the C&D Canal. We are less than an hour from Chesapeake City, where we'll be pulling into the small harbor and either anchoring or tying up to the free dock.
We have to find a cafe where we're going to upload our next video. And we are currently going 7.5 knots, of which we can only motor at about 5, somewhere between 5 and 5.5. So there's quite a current in the canal here.
Yeah, definitely getting a good push right now. If it was going the other way, we'd be doing like 2 knots. So definitely a canal we gotta wait for the current to be in our favor to go through. So I think tomorrow it's supposed to be 10 a.m. it starts going in our favor, so I'll probably wait till then, which will be nice to sleep in, to hop back in the canal and keep going to the Delaware River.
As we pulled into Chesapeake City, we saw this other Catalina 350, so we pulled over to say hello before entering the harbor. Be sure to hug the east wall, which is on our port side, to avoid the shoal at the entrance to this harbor. We didn't realize how shallow it was the first time we came in. Overall, this anchorage is super protected and really comfortable. There's a cute coffee shop in town, and it was a nice place for us to stop for a day or so. As I said before, when entering this harbor area, hug the east wall at the entrance to avoid the uncharted shoal. It's dredged every few years, so your chart may not be accurate.
Alright, we are anchored in Chesapeake City, and behind me is a large cargo carrying vessel that was following us up the canal. We weren't sure if we were going to make it into the anchorage before they came through, and you're not allowed to stop or anchor in the canal. So this was the first stop that we were planning on, but that we could also pull off an anchor, and I'm sure it would have been fine, but it would have been a tight squeeze with that ship coming through. So far, seems like a really cute spot. There's a lot of boat up to amenities here, and looks like the only casualty of the trip was the toilet stopped working, so gonna have to investigate that one.
Join us next time as we pass under our lowest bridge yet, and we stop in Cape May on our way to New York. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It really helps our channel grow. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us on Patreon.